Welcome to the Perfect Perception channel. Today, we dive into the unseen depths of social media and its impact on our brains. In an era where digital communication is at the forefront of society, the use of social media has become as common as drinking a cup of coffee. But have you ever stopped to consider what effects this constant connection might have on your brain? Today's video aims to shed light on this very topic. We are going to delve into the ways social media could potentially be causing damage to our mental health, from our self-esteem to our sleep patterns. We'll be exploring the hidden consequences of what seems like harmless scrolling. So if you've ever found yourself lost in the infinite feed of a social media platform, this video is for you. Stick around to uncover the hidden dangers of your daily social media habits. Firstly, let's tackle how social media might be hurting your self-esteem. It's an arena where we're constantly comparing our lives to the highlight reels of others. Every scroll, every like, every comment is an opportunity to measure up our reality against the curated perfection we see on our screens. Let's consider how this works. You open your favorite app and you're instantly bombarded with images of people seemingly living their best lives. They're on exotic vacations, they're eating at the trendiest spots, their fitness goals are on point, and their careers are skyrocketing. It's hard not to feel a pang of inadequacy when you compare their lives to yours. This is known as social comparison, and research has shown that it can lead to lower self-esteem. But it doesn't stop there. Social media also presents us with unrealistic standards. The flawless skin, the perfect bodies, the dream homes. They're often the result of careful editing or even professional staging, yet we can't help but aspire to these standards, even though they're often unattainable. According to a study published in the Journal of Adolescence, this constant exposure to idealized images can result in poor self-image and lower self-esteem. Finally, there's the trap of validation seeking. How many of us have felt a rush of satisfaction when a post gets a lot of likes or shares? It feels good to be acknowledged, to be seen. But when we start relying on these digital affirmations to validate our worth, our self-esteem can take a serious hit. A study from the University of Georgia found that individuals who seek validation through social media tend to have lower self-esteem and higher levels of social anxiety. So, the next time you find yourself scrolling through your feed, remember the potential harm to your self-esteem. It's important to remember that what you see on social media isn't always the whole truth, and your worth is not measured by likes, shares, or comments. Now, on to our next points: attention span and multitasking. In the digital age, we're constantly bombarded by notifications, updates, and messages. This ceaseless stream of information can make it difficult for us to focus on a single task. Every time our phone buzzes or we see a new post, our attention is pulled away from what we're doing. As a result, our attention span can quickly dwindle. Think about it. When was the last time you read a book, watched a movie, or even had a conversation without checking your phone? For many of us, it's become second nature to split our attention between the physical world and the digital one. But here's the catch. Our brains aren't built for this kind of divided attention. Research shows that every time we switch tasks, our brain needs time to adjust. It's called the switch cost. And while it may seem like mere seconds, these moments add up, costing us valuable time and mental energy. So, while we might feel like we're getting more done by multitasking, we're actually becoming less efficient. Now, let's talk about multitasking on social media. It's not uncommon for us to have multiple tabs open, scrolling through Instagram while responding to messages on Facebook, and watching a video on YouTube. But just like with our attention span, this kind of digital multitasking can make us less effective. When we try to juggle multiple social platforms at once, we're forcing our brains to constantly switch between different tasks and types of content. This not only drains our mental energy, but also makes it harder for us to process information and retain it. In essence, our brains get overwhelmed, and when our brains get overwhelmed, they default to the easiest task. So instead of focusing on that important email or project, we might find ourselves mindlessly scrolling through our feeds. It's clear that our digital habits might be reshaping the way our brains function. So the next time you reach for your phone, remember, less is more when it comes to multitasking and maintaining your attention span. As we delve deeper, we find that the effects of social media extend to our sleep, appetite, and mental health. Let's start with sleep. Ever found yourself scrolling through your feed when you should be sleeping? That's because the blue light emitted by screens can trick our brains into thinking it's still daytime. This disrupts our body's natural sleep-wake cycle, leading to poor sleep quality. And when we don't get enough quality sleep, it can affect our mood, energy levels, and overall health. Moving on to appetite. With the surge of food-related content on social media, we're constantly exposed to images and videos of indulgent meals, decadent desserts, and the latest food trends. This can alter our appetites, making us crave foods we wouldn't normally eat. It can also lead us to overeat, as we're influenced by the portion sizes we see online. This constant exposure to food-related content can have a significant impact on our eating habits and overall health. And lastly, mental health. Numerous studies have found a connection between heavy social media use and mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. The constant comparison with others, the pressure to present a perfect life online, and the isolation that can come from spending too much time on social media can all contribute to feelings of inadequacy and loneliness. And these feelings can have serious implications for our mental health. But it's not all doom and gloom. By being aware of these effects, we can take steps to mitigate them. This could mean setting boundaries for our social media use, such as limiting screen time before bed, being mindful of the food content we consume, and ensuring we take breaks to engage in real-world interactions. It's evident that our online activity can have profound impacts on our physical and mental well-being. So let's be mindful of this as we navigate the digital world. After all, our health is our wealth. We've uncovered some startling truths about social media today. If you are enjoying the video so far, please make sure to like and subscribe, as this will be much appreciated. We've journeyed together through the labyrinth of the mind, exploring the often overlooked impacts of social media on our brains. We've delved into the self-esteem trap, how social media can distort our perception of ourselves and others, creating a comparison game that no one can truly win. We've also discussed the dwindling attention spans in the age of constant updates and notifications. It's been shown that these rapid-fire distractions can make it difficult for us to focus on a single task, making us worse at multitasking, despite our belief to the contrary. Next, we ventured into the realm of sleep, appetite, and mental health. The light from our screens, the incessant need to check updates, and the anxiety that can be generated from negative interactions all contribute to sleep disturbances. These disturbances can then lead to changes in appetite and potential mental health issues. But it's not all doom and gloom. Awareness is the first step towards change. By understanding these impacts, we can start to use social media more mindfully. We can set boundaries like turning off notifications or setting aside screen-free time. We can also cultivate a healthier mindset towards the content we consume, reminding ourselves that social media often showcases highlight reels, not the full story. The health of our brains is paramount. It affects every aspect of our lives, from our productivity to our relationships to our overall happiness. It's crucial that we prioritize it, even in the face of the ever-evolving digital landscape. So let's use this knowledge as a tool, not to fear social media, but to navigate it with more awareness and intention. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the mind. Remember to use social media wisely and take care of your brain. Until next time, this is Perfect Perception signing off.